Запрошуємо до слова.
Now the floor is given to Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson on NATO-related issues. Good afternoon, everyone. Now, information about the events that happened yesterday in the anti-terror operation zone. The Lugansk sector, their military action started in the evening after 6 p.m. The enemy violated ceasefire in Trykhizbenka and Krymska, that is to the north from Bakhmut Road. The occupants used both small arms and mortars. Ukrainian forces delivered fire in return. Also, one more shelling delivered by the enemy happened in Stanично-Lugansk region. On the whole, yesterday in the Lugansk sector, there were 6 enemy provocations. The Donetsk sector, here militants were active after 1 p.m. The main flash spot remains Avdiivka. There was a number of heavy and lasting enemy shellings, and also the occupants violated ceasefire in Zaitsevo, Mayorsk, and Pisky. And heavy weapons was not used at this. On the whole, there were 7 enemy shellings in the Donetsk sector during the last 24 hours. The Mariupol sector, the situation was tense in Pavlo-Shirokina-Pata front line. In Talakivka, the enemy used mortar fire, and the main flash spot of the Mariupol sector was Vodyane village. There was the biggest number of enemy provocations. Moreover, one armored incident happened in Gnutova, one in Starognativka. There, the duration of shellings was from 20 to 30 minutes. On the whole, yesterday in the Mariupol sector, there were 6 enemy shellings, and we should note that in all instances, Ukrainian forces were forced to return fire. During the last 24 hours, as a result of military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed. 1 serviceman of the armed forces of Ukraine was wounded. It happened in Pisky, in enemy shelling. SBU investigators issued a suspicion note for the head of Russian private military company Wagner, Dmitry Utkin. SBU collected a solid proof that not only Russian regular forces take part in fighting against NATO forces in Donbass, but also mercenaries from private companies also take part there. And one of the militant group is Wagner. And SBU identified 1,570 names and data of the militant group, including those who died in the territory of Ukraine. According to the estimates of Ukrainian Special Service, this Wagner group comprises 5,000 people. Now, information about training of our forces. In the 2nd detached Galitsky Brigade of the National Guard, they had training for commanders of battalions and their deputies. The topic of the event is firing, engineering, and military, physical and tactical training of military personnel. At the same time, artillery detachments of Operative and Tactical Unit Mariupol are trained to destroy maritime targets of the enemy. According to scenario of the training, the enemy tried to land the troopers at the coastline. After they revealed the assault tactical group of the enemy with assault boats, the detachments advanced to the coastline area and using fire of Yatsint B systems and Uragan and Grad multiple launch rocket system destroyed the enemy. Also, in one of the firing grounds of operative unit of Mariupol, they held the training for drivers, mechanics, and gunners of APCs of detachments of Marines. First, they moved along a specially equipped route, and then they had firing exercises. Detachments of Defense of Air Command the West took part in the field drill with live fire exercises. Gun crews of Zu-23-2, machine guns and NCV Utyos delivered live fire at air and land targets. This is all for now. If you have questions, please ask. No questions? Thank you.